what was the high? What was the midpoint? Where is it at? And relative to that, the all-time high, the all-time low, and is it in the middle part or is below that median price? So I mean, if you want to say mathematical, you already the news part of it where they're losing, their financials are bad. That's where the numbers speaking. I don't think between the numbers as well as the news. All right, I'm gonna short this. I'm gonna buy some puts for this. Whether you buy a month out because it doesn't look like it might turn around. If you get to your profit point, you can just close out. It all depends. So that on that end, but the math side is just the financials of what you use, but there isn't a calculation. It's like what was the all-time low, what was the all-time high, and you can take that middle price and say, okay, where's it at relative to that? And I'm gonna hold it till it gets to this point, and you go from there. So, and also it depends on your trading objective. Like Kavana was news play. Jamar was just talking about the heavy hitters. Those are the heavyweights. They're gonna move up and down with a good amount of size. They're easy to follow. You find a few that you pick that you like, and then there's gonna be some that pop up in the news. So looking at the news over the weekend, Chevron was on like a couple of weeks ago. Kavana, that's in the news. Okay, well, what's going on with it? I might be able to make some money with it. Is it going down, going up? Bad news, good news? That's pretty much kind of how you can operate it. If you like it, like I said, then it'd be a good time to let me just buy some and hold it. If that's your objective, it all depends on what your objective is.
Okay, so I got one more question, if you don't mind.
No problem. Anybody can drop off. I appreciate y'all for staying. I know we running over, but go ahead, bro.
Okay, so I previously only traded, in an up market, in a bull market. So I guess my concern is with the economy contracting the way that it is, how do you know when they're going to start freezing the trading because it's too low? And I guess that's what I'm trying to find is when it's going up, sky's the limit. There is no limit. It can continue growing. They usually don't, mess with trading. However, when it drops, how do you know what signs are there usually that they're gonna, they have the potential of freezing the trading on that asset?
Now, in your question regarding that is a total market drop, like in the sense of Corona, where S&P, the NASDAQ, the accumulative market was dropping at too fast of a rate. You can look at the VIX, that's the Fear and Greed Index, like during the market, and I'll just pull that up, during COVID, during I think 9/11, during those times, and let me come back here. So this was Corona when market went crazy. The volatility index is the Fear and Greed. It went to 83, 86, which is ridiculous. It averages 12. So these are things that can help you monitor just how volatile the fear and greed is as a whole. And so when you get these extreme outliers, this ridiculousness, this is where you would be concerned where they start putting in stop loss. They start putting in stops. They're already built into the program, but if you're in the right direction, you're in the right direction. So I mean, if the market, as like when COVID came, you shouldn't have been buying at all. If that was the opportunity to be putting puts in, you would have been upset that they did stop it because you would have lost. Your money was, you were still good. It was a puts. Like you were betting on it dropping because you were aware. Now you would be more aware. But if you're buying, if you were trying to buy, then obviously it'd be you're upset because now you couldn't get out. But if you're in a direction, and then we're talking about momentum, then you're moving in the direction of it going down. So
I will throw this in there, Barry. During COVID, you should have been buying Bitcoin. No, I'll just say that.
on the crypto side of it.
No, I'm kidding.
On the crypto side of it, yes. But you know, the option side, you know, I'm focusing on the option side, market wise. Um, you know, your money was on the downside. And so, you know, the way the market is now, even though if the economy is nowhere where it was where you had that fear was going on during COVID. And then if you keep going back, this was the real estate bust. And you see where it went up to 85. So you see all these huge spikes. These were major events, catastrophes, whatever in the market. We're normal. It's normal right now. You know, the inflation, the interest rates, those things. You know, that's what.
Okay, I'll throw something serious
Nothing.
in there, brother Barry, because I
Go
think
ahead.
what he's asking, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kendall. I think what he's saying is with the like for instance with Carvana, with the
Mhm.
opportunity that they could go completely bankrupt, at what point do you think trading will be ceased on that particular company or that particular stock or asset? Like, is that what you're saying, Kendall?
Well,
That is correct, right? At what
Okay.
point where not the entire market freeze, because those I'm familiar with the stops that they have in there, but that particular company, will they take it off of the market because it's just not able to be traded anymore? And then how does that affect the traders that are in an active trade? And do you have a metric to kind of predict that or determine when that's coming?
prediction, no. You just have to monitor it. The contracts themselves, you know, the they all have an expiration. The biggest thing is you'll lose whatever amount. Like and that's where in this regard, because you know you already have a sort of idea that you know the financials not that good. It may and may not go bankrupt. Even if it goes bankrupt, you know, all right, they're going to protection come back out. You're still in the contract world of it, or your expiration, the value of your contract might go